Should we have an intro?
This is our podcast intro. We have a cousin.
Don't have a story.
He's 6. And he says a lot of funny shit. I asked him how old he thought I was. And he was like, and he looked at me, he was like, 15. And I was like, how old? He was like, 15. And I was like, hold up. And then I recorded me asking him. And then I was like, say it again. He was like, 15. And I was like, you guys heard it. I'm 15. And then I told him I wasn't. I was like, no. And he's like,
no way.
He was like 20. And I was like, no. He was like 21. And I was like, no. Then he was like 25. I was like, okay, yeah, no, you went too high. But yeah, it was so funny. And then I told him, wait, no, there's more. And then I told him, I was like, I'm 23. And he was like, oh, ha, 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 right? And then Mom and Big O, my mom asked him, so then how old is she? And he was like, 32. And I was like, no. And he was like, you told me. And I was like, yeah, I did tell you. That's not what I told you. And then he was like, oh, 23. And he was like, I was only one number off. And I was like, you were 10 years off. What do you mean?
That's the type of shit. He does that shit so often. I can't tell if he's like actually like a kid that's fucking it up or if he's just fucking with you. Because he loves to fuck with you. Like, he loves to do dumb shit because it's dumb and because you're going to laugh and he's going to laugh and everyone's going to laugh. You know what I mean? Like, he loves to, like, I guess kind of be entertaining in that way. Where he's like, how can I make this go wrong? And then it'll be funny and everybody will laugh. Or it'll be amusing. Or he amuses himself and shit. So I'm always like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Where the fuck did you just randomly pull out that burrito?
It's not, well, it is a burrito,
but it's a sushi burrito. Yes. Like I said, where the fuck? When'd you go to Sushi Plug?
I did go to Sushi Plug.
I know. I'm asking when. That wasn't the question.
It could have been Sushi Freak.
Nah.
You don't know me like that. Could have been.
Yeah, I do.
Actually, I don't think Sunny's has.
Yeah.
Sushi
yeah,
burritos.
I do know you like that, motherfucker. You went to Sushi Plug because you like Sushi Plug. And even though you like Sushi Freak is fucking expensive.
It's
so
too
you went to
expensive
Plug.
for what it's like.
You went to Plug because it's cheaper and because it's closer.
People are gonna know where I live now.
I know you're cheap, lazy ass. Just kidding. It's not. Nah, Sushi Freak is like stupid expensive. Yeah.
And the rolls are tiny. This would have been like $40. But anyways, no, me and Celeste went yesterday. Me and our sister. And she got the burrito and she ate half of it and she's like, you want the other half? I'm full. And I was like, sure. Now I'm eating it.
There it is. I thought of a story that I told these guys the other day. But then I'm like, shit, how do we navigate that? Because it involves drugs.
If there's Coke in it, we'll just clarify that it's Coke the drink. Don't worry.
There is.
Oh my God. The drink. Did you know, actually, speaking about Coke, I found out that the drink, the actual drink, like actually the drink, it was made with the drug in it before.
Yeah.
Like originally.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I knew that. It was like, when
I
it
do.
was first made, it was kind of sort of promoted and marketed as like an energy drink in this sort of like, it makes you feel alive kind of thing.
You'll get energy. That's
but they didn't know. They didn't know that it had the drug in there. So then people would take it and then they would drink it and they like feel rejuvenated and shit. And yeah, everybody was like, you know what I mean? And then eventually they found out and then they stopped making it like that. Oh, you know what we were talking about? We were talking about Seattle the other day because Marcus he goes to Duke, but then he's interning at Lyft in Seattle. And Perkins wants to go visit him in August. And I don't know if I'm going to get invited because I don't really know Marcus that much. And I don't think Josh is going to go because Josh has to like work and shit. Okay, you could say that a little nicer, Sophia. I thought me and Perkins were friends, right? According to you. Anyways.
According to me,
Anyways.
Not according to you?
Anyways, we were just talking about Seattle in general. I was like, yeah, Sophia wants to be a traveling stenographer and this and that. And pretty sure we'll go to Seattle because, like, Seattle. And then Perkins was like, yeah, I kind of want to, like, I'd be open to living somewhere up north. And I was like Midwest or, like, this or that. And he's like, just somewhere where it's not, like, boiling hot in the summer.
Hot.
And I was like, yeah, that's the only thing. Like, I don't necessarily have any desire to, like I have an interest in certain places. like Los Angeles or New York or this or that. But I also just genuinely have an interest in like knowing what an actual winter is like. You know what I mean? Because we've never had a real winter, like a real, like, genuine winter. Doesn't happen.
Genuine.
You know what I mean? It never snows.
It just snows for the night, and if you're still awake, you can go play with it, and if you're not, then you see like a tiny bit of it next morning. Like,
yeah, that's the most. It's at most like 2 or 3 days. Yeah. At most. Like, my brain can't even comprehend snow for like 4 months straight, where it's like every day. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even imagine that.
No, you know what's funny to me? Anytime it snows here in our hometown, where I am, where he's not, because he abandoned me, they call off school. They're like, oh, no.
Oh, yeah, we have snow days.
Roads are dangerous. No school. Like, they'll be like literally like this much snow. And they're like, no, it's too much.
Yeah.
But places like Seattle, or like where it like actually like
get your
Colorado, like where it actually snows. Yeah. So funny to me.
I don't know if you remember the theater teacher in middle school, but he was from like Iowa or some shit, right? Originally. And then we would just talk about a bunch of different stuff, like movies, or like, oh, look, they filmed this movie where I was from, and this and that and whatever. And then at some point someone mentioned like, oh, it snows up there, right? Like regular snow. And he's like, yeah, it snows crazy. And he's like, I never had a snow day in my life. Like as a kid when I was in school, not once was there a snow day. And everybody was like, what? You guys just go to school? And he was like, it snowed every day for like
there couldn't
5 months out of the year. Like he's like, there was like, one day where we didn't have to go to school, and he was like, and that's because it was negative 40 degrees outside, or some
God
bullshit
damn.
like that, like negative 20, like stupid,
like something crazy.
Yeah, and he was like, it was negative 20 degrees outside, so we didn't go to school, but also like the whole town shut down, like nobody even left the house. Like this idea of like no school, woohoo, I get to go play outside in the snow all the time. No.
Didn't.
And we were like, wow, what? You guys suck. Like, it's fucking funny.
What a horrible way to live.
Yeah. Nah, but honestly, I feel like if we went to Seattle for like 6 months, right? I feel like at first it would start to snow, and I would be amazed for like a week, and then I would be like, okay, can this shit go away now?
It's too much.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think like the cold wouldn't. I feel like with the snow, I don't know. I feel like if I was gonna listen, because if I was gonna live somewhere like where it snowed, like actually snowed for the winter for months, you know, I would have to be rich, because I would want to buy like a house where I can like put like heated driveway, so I wouldn't have to be shoveling that shit. But then there's also stuff they have to do to your car, and like the wheels, and I'm a bad driver to begin with. Putting me in the snow, like, you know?
That's what I was about to talk about. I was gonna be like, tell them about your whole thing. Apparently, Sofia claims there's such a thing as heated driveways, where like within the cement of the driveway there's pipes or electric or something that heats up and heats up the cement and melts the snow, so you don't have to shovel the snow off the driveway. I don't deny that. I agree that probably exists, but my dad for some reason thinks it's like complete bullshit and keeps telling Sofia she's crazy. That it's not a thing. And I was like, how could that not be a thing? Like there's
with
heated
technology the
floors.
way it is today, it has to be a thing.
But do you know that it's a thing, or are you just like presuming it's a thing? And if not,
we're going to Shark Tank, Oscar, and we're gonna make it a thing. Because how is it not if it's not?
Dude, there's heated bathroom floors. Like, you ever seen those like fancy home renovation shows where they're like, yeah, we fucking put heating in the bathroom floor so that when you get out of the shower, it's warm on your feet. And I'm always like, okay, who fucking cares? Like, when has it ever been that cold? But I don't know. Maybe I'm just, maybe we're not bougie. But anyways, so the shit like
I don't know about we. I want heated bathroom floors too.
No, not that I don't want it, but I just don't understand like the necessity. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what's the problem? Like, just
the fact that you're thinking of it like that shows that you got a broke bitch mentality.
I knew what you were gonna say, but I just wanted to see how you were gonna go about it. I didn't know if you were gonna be like, shows that you're fucking poor, or like that you're like, you know what I mean? That's not how you're gonna phrase it. Well, you went pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty good. I can't think of better.
A comeback. I know.
So yeah, Sofia wants to have a heated driveway. Sofia, let's get into this. I think a little bit. This is interesting. Sofia wants to be fucking shit. Sofia wants to be like homeless. She doesn't want to be homeless, but she does. She wants, not only does she want a tiny home, which I can't possibly understand, like a tiny permanent home, but she also wants to do like van life and all that shit where you just have a van and you live in the van and like don't have a house. Talk about it, Sophia.
Hold on, I took a big bite. Van life. I don't want to do it forever. I feel like I want to do it for like a couple years just to get the experience of it. I was really set on a tiny home for a while, but I've realized I like too much shit for that to be like.
Oh, I was gonna say
like
you have to
luxury.
build those, dude. Like,
oh no, I don't care about building it. I would say that
should.
like it's such a
You
simple
fucking
thing. But no,
should.
but no, that's not the part that I'm like, oh, I know eventually I'm gonna be making enough money where it's possible, right? How far into the future that is remains to be seen, but that's not the part that worries me. The part that worries me is I all of my books, I like having them like a little like freaking sociopath with fucking trophies, you know what I mean? Like on the Kindle, when I finish reading the book, I want to buy the real book if I like it, because I'm like, yeah, I read it and look, it's on my shelf and it's so pretty, you know what I mean? Like, and I just
you
like
have books
things
that you haven't read.
Yeah, that too. Exactly. That's more so proving my point. And I like stupid shit like this, you know what I mean? Like there's just like, I like knickknacks, and I don't think that's well suited for the minimalisticness that you need in order to sustain a tiny home like forever, right? Especially because it's a lot of money. But I do want to do van life, and I already asked Mom if she could hold my stuff in my room while I go like travel and stuff, and she said yes. But I just want to like go explore, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it would be cool. It's just like,
well, she wants to do van life, not
forever.
No, not through self-sustaining like social media. She wants to be like a traveling sonographer that lives in a van and then goes from place to place in her van doing sonography, which is like kind of like a weird combo, because like I think a lot of people that do van life are jobless, homeless people that like just make content on social media and try and make it like that, or they just kind of scrape by with like whatever little things they can do, you know what I mean? But like to have like a full-on career living in a van is like, you know what I mean?
Think,
yeah. She just wants to be shepherd. She just wants to be fucking big dreamy, but like actually coming and going, you know? Get out of here, Cyrus.
I knew you were gonna say something. No, I think what like entices me, I guess, with van life and like that is more so like the traveling. I just really, more than anything, I want to travel. Like I want to go explore the world, and I want to like fucking explore. It's just so cool. Like I don't know.
And you want to drive the whole time?
Unless, you know, I marry rich and like my husband pays for everything, you know.
I don't like how common that plan is. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's a very real possibility in every girl's future to like,
God, like, oh my god, Oscar,
whatever.
It's so funny. I was having this conversation with my friend the other day, literally like yesterday. And she was saying how like, yeah, like I feel like she was saying how like a lot of people like say that, but like it's hard to marry rich. Like she was saying, like there's not like a lot of this, like you just don't. Like you're not in the same like circle. I was like, yeah, unless you want to be like unless you want to be like a sugar baby and get a sugar daddy or something like that. But that's like a whole other thing. But anyways, the point is, we were talking about this, and I was like, oh my god, it reminded me of something that our tia said. The one that lives here. I'm not gonna say her name.
There's two.
It reminded me of something.
There's three.
Okay, that we visit regularly for the holidays and stuff. That like we have over for Christmas. But anyways. There's only one tia that we've ever celebrated Christmas with and opened presents together.
You said tia.
Yeah, dummy.
You said tia, and I immediately went to mom's side of the family, and I was like, "There's three of them. We don't see any of them regularly for Christmas." Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" But
it's because she's the only one that's lived here like our entire life.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Her name's.
I thought we weren't saying names.
I'm not gonna put that in.
Whatever.
Dingus.
Our tia. When I told her that I was going to be a sonographer, like when I was going to school for sonography, she was like, oh my God, congratulations. And I was like, thank you. And I was like, why? Like, that's kind of, it was just kind of random.
More of a
like,
reaction than you expected.
Yeah. And I was like, I mean, I know I stopped going to school for like a year or two, but like, I don't think it warranted that much of a, you know what I mean? And she's like, no, you're in another league now. And I was like, what? Like, because I'm going to be in the medical field? Like, what do you mean? And she's like, no, another dating lead. You can marry a doctor now. I was like, oh my God. She was like, no, seriously, you're going to be in a hospital? Like, you're going to be interacting with doctors. Like, it's okay. You could start off with like a resident. Like... Yeah, she was like, there's residents there. You can start off there before the club, the doctors could be too old. Like, you know what I mean? She was like, and she was congratulating me.
She was like, this is such a good move for your career.
Yeah. She was like, fuck being a sonographer. You can marry rich now. Like, it was so funny. And the thing is, it was so funny because she was so serious too. It's not like if our sister had said it, where it's like, she's just being like, no, she meant it, you know?
That's fucking
But anyways, dude. My point is...
Honestly, though, that's very real.
I can marry rich.
Where you go with your career has a huge impact on who you're around, which has a huge impact on your life. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. Hold on, I'll open the door because Cyrus keeps meowing. Why? Go. He just likes having it cracked open. The option to leave, but he won't leave. Like... You know what I mean?
He's a stupid idiot.
He's like, I just want to know that I can leave.
We're not best buds anymore, Cyrus, because I'm back in Phoenix, so fuck.
That's so rude. Cyrus is such a cutie patootie. But anyways. No, yeah, isn't that so funny, though? But I started thinking about it. I was like, oh my God. It's a very real possibility that, like, I could.
Look at Cyrus's stupid face.
He's such a cute little patootie. Oh, I love you.
Bite him.
Did you see his ear all move? Like, I was trying to get his ear, and he was like, oh, I think he's smelling the sushi.
Oh, yeah, he always smells like... It was weird. One time, I think we were there, and I was like a senior. Cyrus kind of, like, goes all crazy with certain foods. So, like, they were just talking about it the other day when everybody was over. Cyrus loves ranch.
Oh, now, my God, he loves ranch.
If ranch kills cats, because we didn't know. I just realized that, like,
no,
as a possibility
the thing
right now,
is,
as we mentioned.
No. The thing is, we never give it to him. We're
well,
never
yeah,
like,
I'm gonna tell that story.
Cyrus, have some ranch.
No, we never give him ranch.
I'll try to be healthy or whatever, and I'm like, I'm gonna have salad, right? And then have salad, right? And then I'm like, oh, I'm done with the salad, and I'll like put it off to the side and forget about it. Which, don't judge me, but like, anyways. And I'll come back, and the whole container that was holding the ranch will be licked clean. And the first time I noticed that, I was like, what the heck? He also likes honey mustard. But anyways, besides the point. And then we left the container that was closed.
I brought this up and fucking started telling the story, and then you just stole it from me. Anyways, yes.
And then there was a container that was closed. And we put it on the counter.
On the counter, and it has ranch there. Cyrus always like... And he goes and fucking eats up the ranch. This motherfucker will literally fish shit out of the trash can.
Of the trash.
Like if we have a pizza, if we have a plate and it has a pizza on there, and then it has ranch on the side because we're eating it with the pizza, and then we throw the plate away and then it has a little bit of ranch, Cyrus will go into the trash and fish out that plate and be like, ranch, and he'll eat it all. And then you'll just find the plate there. Yeah, he loves ranch.
It's the same with... He also loves chicken. Like, if we have, like, a rotisserie
wings
chicken...
and shit? Yeah,
and we throw away the bones, or, like, wings or anything like that.
Yeah. And then also, there was one time...
I don't know. Hold on. Time out real quick. Cyrus just left, right? Because I cracked it open. I'm going to go close the door, and this fucker's going to start meowing. Watch.
Watching.
It might not happen right away, but it's going to start. Anyways.
There was one time, because, like, we'll cook all sorts of stuff all the time, right? But then one time... I didn't have any chicken, so I decided to make like fish, and I made like 2 fillets, and then I made like rice or some shit, and I chopped up the fillets and threw it all in a bowl and just like mixed it up. I was like in high school or something, and that motherfucker, I guess, could like smell the fish, cause like I had it in the bowl and I was in the kitchen and I was just walking towards the couch to like sit down. Did you hear? Yeah, he was meowing.
He's so annoying.
Anyways, he keeps doing it when I'm talking. Fuck.
I know.
What?
You want to come inside? Come on. But then he doesn't come inside.
Just leave him.
I'm just going to leave it cracked open. And if he comes inside, then he comes inside.
Anyways, so I was walking towards the couch with the fish and everything. And this motherfucker like, like started meowing at me and started like looking at me like, what is that?
Give me some.
And I went to the couch and he fucking like, and he jumped up on my lap and he was like, what is it? And I like was trying to get at the food and I was like, what the fuck? Get away from me. Like, what the fuck? It was crazy though. So anyways, I'm sure your face smells like fish right now because of the sushi. So I bet he's like, is like the point. You know what I mean?
Probably.
But yeah,
but no, but it's ridiculous because we'll have like closed containers on the counter, right? It's happened before where there was just one on the counter that we left there overnight because we'll close it because we know he gets into it. And this fucker literally hit it off of the What, Cyrus? He literally hit it off of the counter and it splattered all over the place, which I had to clean up later. And you could see the stupid little lick marks from when he was eating it. The point is, if it's not good for cats, we're trying not to let him have some. He's just like...
I'll let him have some. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I think he's eating so much of it, something would have happened, you know?
Yeah.
What's up, Cyrus? You guys know that test where you hold the cat like that and then you like push them into the wall and then if they like put their paws up, they're smart and if they don't, they're idiots. Cyrus is an idiot.
Nuh-uh. I did the test the other day with Celeste and he put his paws up. Relax.
Nah, it's too late. Nah, for real though, honestly, I see videos of cats doing all sorts of like cool shit all the time and then I look at Cyrus and I'm like so disappointed because I'm like, you've never done anything cool. Like, there's cool videos of, like, cats, like, climbing on the wall. And, like, there's cats that fucking give you high fives and dap you up and shit. Like the homies. Not Cyrus. Look at his stupid face. He doesn't even know where he is. Okay, get out of here, Cyrus. You're taking up the whole episode. Because with you there,
I love it.
Because with him there, Sophia's brain can't think of anything else.
Look,
she's just like...
This should be the what's it called? The thumbnail. Look. I don't know why whenever we talk about Celeste and like her saying stuff in the story, I imagine her as LSP from Adventure Time. Like the way she talks.
I don't know who that is.
The purple grape looking one. Like clustered grapes, not singular grape. But she talks like she's like, oh my god, and it's funny. Look, put LSP a picture of her right here.
LSD?
People that get it. P, I think. Watch me be getting it wrong.
Yeah, I never fucked with Adventure Time either. That shit was whack.
She was Lumpy Space. Yeah, it's LSP because she was Lumpy Space Princess. Because Celeste is a little princess, but she talks like a bitch. Just kidding.
You're calling her Lumpy?
No.
I think she is Celeste.
I really wasn't. But oh, speaking of Celeste, it was so funny because yesterday she came over, right? And I what?
That was so stupid. Speaking of Celeste, she came over yesterday. It was funny. And you laughed to yourself because it was funny. Like
I was remembering what happened. Celeste like has such like our older sister. She's the oldest. It's her, Oscar, then me, and she has such like oldest child syndrome, and she usually comes on Sundays. And I was like, and I like sushi, and I know she does, and our dad doesn't. So usually I'm like, let's us go, you know? And so I was like, oh, I want to take you to this sushi place that we went yesterday. To a sushi plug. And she was like, okay, like, let's go. Because we were trying to figure out what to eat. And then we went and it was closed. And she was so pissed. Like, actually pissed. She was like, why didn't you check if they weren't open before we came?
Fucking
and she was
idiot.
really mad. Yeah. And I was like, I'm sorry. I came at this time another day, so I thought it would be open. I guess I should have realized it was it was Sunday. It was Sunday.
It was last week?
And I was like, I guess this happened a couple months ago. But
Bro, I thought you said she came over yesterday.
Hold on.
I need to pay more attention. Go ahead.
Jesus, you do.
I'm listening. Go.
Anyways, and she got all upset. She was like, who doesn't even check if a place is open and this and that? And then she was just like a grandma, you know, like very much like old. And her
intolerant or what?
Yeah, and her like, who doesn't check? Like it was like kind of like old head type of thing. Like she was like, who doesn't even check if a place is open? And like her with it. And the funny thing is, I was like, okay, let's just go to this place instead. And that place was closed too. Because they were both Asian places, like Asian restaurants. And I guess they were just both closed on Sunday. I don't know. And I was just like, oops. Let's go to Whataburger, I guess. That's open 24/7.
Bro, the stereotype is that Asian places never close for shit. You know what I mean? Like, not even for holidays and shit.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They could be religious or something. I don't know. Point is, they weren't open Sundays.
They're not
and I didn't
real
know
Asian
until that
places,
day.
Sophia. There's a bunch of Mexicans running that shit. It's all
But anyways, she was all pissed. Like, she was also hangry too, though. So which I'm saying it was more so that. But she looked at me, and then for like a couple weeks after that, every time we were going somewhere and I suggested something, she was like, "Are you sure it's even open?" And I was like, "Are you sure?" Like, what do you mean? Like, it was.
So let's still fucking run that joke for the next 6 months, bro. Or like,
but
just kind of bring it back up like that.
Then she came yesterday, which was a Saturday, and she never comes Saturday. I'm like, we should go because like the place is closed on Sundays, and you're here on a Saturday.
What fucking place are you trying to go to? Sushi Plug?
Sushi Plug.
It's closed on Sundays?
hasn't been there.
What
yes.
the fuck? Anyways, go ahead.
And so we went, but then she was like, "Oh, let's order online," and she ordered it on DoorDash as an online pickup. And the thing is, I was annoying her, just
naturally.
As we do. She was annoying me too, to be
unintentionally,
like,
naturally, easily.
But then she was like, "You can't annoy me. I'm paying for your food." Like, kind of like
you
holding
guys
it
do
over
say
my head.
Stupid shit like that.
Holding it over my head, and I was like, "Fine, I'll drive." So I feel less guilty when I annoy you, because at least I drove up there. But then Mom found out because Mom had offered to pay, but Celeste was like, but she wasn't even getting anything. So Celeste was like, "Nah, don't even worry about it." And then she was like on a phone call or something. And then Celeste ended up paying. And then Mom was like, "Oh, here's my card," when we were like going to leave. And we're like, "Oh, Celeste already paid." Like, nah. And she's like, "Ah." Oh. And so we're driving. And while we're driving, Celeste was like, "Mom just Apple paid me like however much money." And I was like, "No, I can talk shit freely." Like, you didn't pay, and you're not even driving. Like,
I was like, wait, why can't you talk shit? What?
Yeah. And then she was like, "God damn it, Mom." And then she like was talking. It was funny. But that's why I was talking about a couple months ago when we went and it was closed. Like, just because I was like, this time it's actually open.
It makes sense. You know those like, I don't remember what comedian talks about it, but he is Asian. I think it's Joe Coy, where he talks about like politeness wars, where it's like, let me open the door for you. No, let me open the door for you. No, I insist. No, I insist. No. And then it's just this constant like trying to outdo each other with the fucking courtesy, and politeness. It's just dumb and annoying for everyone else. And it's like, can one of you just fucking go? That's how I feel about Mom and Celeste with trying to pay and shit. Because, like, they're always like, "No, I'll pay. No, I'll pay. No, you're my daughter. No, I got it." And I hope you're seeing this, Mom, because it drives me insane. And both of them are like, well, Mom is like, I'm
Oscar
your mom.
Never offers to pay.
No, hold on. Don't say it like that, because I have. And I have paid. Literally, my first check I ever got on my first job, everybody in the family was like, "Woohoo, dinner's on Oscar." And I was like, okay.
I guess.
And then we went, and then it was. So shut up. Anyways, that was like fucking 10 years ago.
And then he's never paid since.
Just kidding. It was like 8 years ago. No, I paid for shit. Anyways, and so anyways, I hope you're seeing this, Mom, because Mom's always like, "I'm your mom. Let me take care of you." And
I'm
Celeste
supposed to provide
like,
for you. Yeah.
And Celeste is like,
"You done enough." Yeah,
I guess that's Celeste's viewpoint on it, mostly, where it's like, "Nah, I got it. Like, I'm grown. You don't have to do this for me anymore." Right? And then it's
not in a
fucking...
No, and the thing is, it's not even like no, I have my own money. I don't need you to take care of me. Like,
it's not like I don't need
like,
you. It's like, I got it.
Let me be there for you. Kind of like, like.
Let me be there for you by being there for me, kind of thing.
Type of thing. And Mom's like, "No."
Anyways, I thought about talking about this. Hold on. No, hold on. I still have my personal feelings on the matter, because these assholes will love to just paint me as the bum who's like, "Yeah, Oscar never fights with Mom to pay. He just lets her," right? And that's all fine and dandy and funny, but I need a chance to defend myself
until it gets released into the public and they know.
No, well, if you're gonna fucking expose me like that, then I need to have my defense, you know? If we're just gonna laugh amongst ourselves, then like, whatever, laugh at me, I don't care.
Yeah,
This is
so
how
don't
I
laugh at
see
him,
it.
guys. He's sensitive.
This is how I see it. This is how I see it. Because I really don't
That's how
like.
he sees it.
Me and mom will go out to eat and she'll pay. And like, well, I'm not exactly rolling in money, but I don't think she's going to stop trying to pay if I am. You know what I mean? Like the new job that I'm about to start, like that shit pays pretty fucking well. Or it pays well, like good, but more importantly, it pays way more than I need to just get by. You know what I mean? Which is the real difference.
Yeah.
So anyways, here's my thing. The reason I always let mom pay and I don't fight with her about it is because she's a mom. And moms, as annoying as it is, have this thing where they always want to be your mom. And they never want to see you as an adult. And they never stop lecturing you. And they never stop fucking scolding you. And like, make sure you this and stop doing that. And right. And I fucking hate it. But it's like, you're a mom.
I can just picture mom's text messages to you after she watches this episode. Like,
anyway, well, hold on. This is where I know I'm years ahead of all of you motherfuckers. So shut up. It's this whole thing, right? And it drives me fucking crazy. Like she tried to make us put the Roman candles into PVC pipes so that they don't explode in our hands. And I almost yelled at her. I was like, that's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. And she's like, why? What's wrong with just being safe? And I'm like, no, I didn't, you fucking asshole. Don't say that. And I'm like, that's just completely ridiculous and unnecessary. And she's like, I'm trying to protect you. No. Right? Anyways, shut up, Sophia. You're getting me off topic.
I didn't even say anything.
So anyways, with all of that said, mom, and I think this isn't just our mom, I think this is moms in general. I think when kids grow up and move away and become adults, moms have this like fucking identity crisis of like, what do I do now? Because for the last 22 years, their lives have revolved around taking care of you, and now you don't need them. And now they're just like, right? So
I don't think moms make stupid faces
shut up.
like that.
So there are very few ways where we still need mom, right? Which, I mean, there are plenty of ways that we do. But eventually it gets to a point where it's like, we don't do this. We don't, like, you're 23, you're still on mom's insurance, right? Eventually you have to get off that shit, no matter how well you're doing or not. You know what I mean? Eventually you have to this, eventually you have to that. So eventually you have to kind of be fully independent, which just means that mom has less and less ways of being a mom and taking care of us. And that I think is hard for moms in general. So it's like, it gets to a point where there's very few things she has to offer. And for us to take away those things is just like, as there's less and less, it hurts more and more. You know what I mean? So it's that kind of shit where it's like, you know what? If I let you pay for lunch and it makes you feel a little purposeful and a little like, I can still take care of him, then okay, that's fine by me. Because at the end of the day, it's fucking lunch. It's not like I'm still going to have her paying my rent. It's not like I'm still going to have her, paying fucking health insurance or this or that or whatever the fuck. Like, yeah, I'll grow up and do all the adult shit and fucking, right? But those little things, like, it's a little thing, and I think it means a lot to her. And I think it's only going to mean more going forward. So it's like, I'm not so fucking, what's the word? Caught up in calling myself an adult that I can't just let her have that. You know what I mean? So yeah, mom, I know I was just making fun of you, but look, that's why I think, and I know that it's a good reason. Sorry, I was talking to her. She watches all of these. Anyways.
All that I'm hearing.
But hold on. That doesn't mean that like eventually, if we're like YouTube famous and shit and like doing really, really well for ourselves, I'm not still going to be like, mom, you pay for lunch. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have any problem switching. I don't have any problem paying for the shit. But if it's like, if letting you pay for it does that for you, then okay, I'll let you have that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sophia's gonna ruin this. Hold on. This, I genuinely believe
Oscar doesn't
this
like
is a very considerate.
Lunch.
I genuinely believe this is a very considerate and understanding thing of a position in someone that I've never been. No,
I get what you're saying,
But of course, Sophia has to just fucking blow it all up with her stupid joke. Say it again, because I'm muting you on that shit.
All I'm hearing is that Oscar doesn't like to pay for lunch. But anyways, it was funny. I thought mom was going to cry the other day. That's not the funny part. Well, it was a little funny, but...
Okay, what's up?
Because I'm the only child that still lives in the house, right? And we were talking about like when we graduate and like moving out and all this. And Big Oscar was like, you have to be out of here because I graduate October 1st. And he's like, you're out of the house October 1st. Like, you're not like here anymore. And I was like, dang, you're get your shit and get out of here type of thing. And then I was like, dang, you're kicking me out already? He's like, mm-hmm. And then Mom, like, and we were clearly joking around, right? But Mom
never
was like,
she always takes those jokes seriously. Like,
she looked at him and she was like, why are you trying to kick her out? Like, it looked like she was like, she can stay as long as she needs to. Like, very much like,
And Sofia's there like, no, you can kick me out. That's okay. Like,
and I was just, no, actually, at the time I was like, yeah, Big Oscar, see, my mom loves me. Like, she's not going to kick me out. She'll kick you out before she kicks me out. And then he's like, I don't say that. She will.
You said that before. Vigo has said, like, I don't remember what we were talking about. I think you had done something. And then I was like, he was like, imagine if your mom fucking kicks her out. And I was like, nah, I don't think she would for just this. And then he was like, oh, fuck no, she wouldn't. He was like, it would have to get way, way fucking worse before your mom kicks her out. And I was like, yeah,
I would have to like kill someone.
No, he literally was like, she would have to be like a fucking heroin addict. And like, then maybe it's like, I'm kicking you out so you can go to rehab. You know what I mean?
But
like,
it's for your own good. Yeah, like it's not even, I don't want you in this house anymore. It's like, it's for you.
He was like, no, like, it would take a fucking lot before she like turns her back in that way. So anyways,
but yeah,
interesting.
Yeah. So anyways, like I said, well, that's what I was saying. I was like, Mom almost cried the other day.
Bro,
it was funny. It was like,
have you told Big O? I won't keep this if you haven't.
Oh my god! Oh! Hold on, let me close the door.
Have you told him yes or no?
Sorry, okay. Yes, it was fucking hilarious.
So let me talk about this.
No. Shh. Hold on. Let me. It's so funny. Because don't say anything when they call you. Just let them watch this video when it comes out. Okay. It was so funny. I told Big O, I was like, Big O, you want to know a secret? And he was like... Nobody knows what we're talking about yet. I know. It's okay. They're being let in on the secret too. Duh. Anyways. I was like, Big O, do you want to know a secret? And he was like, everyone knows I tell because our dad always tells. Like, always.
Oh, so he said, does everyone know this already?
No. Oh, he was like, okay. Everyone knows I tell. Because I said, do you want to know a secret? Yeah. And he was like, everyone knows I tell. I was like, okay, you have to keep it a secret, though. Like, actually. He's like, and then I was like, it's about me. It's like not like something I heard somewhere else. Like, no, it's about me. And he was like, and he did that sigh where it was like, oh, this fucking asshole. What do you want? Like he literally goes like, yeah. He was like, what? And I was like, I got a tattoo. And he's like, oh my god. He's like, oh my god. And I was like, but my mom doesn't know. I haven't told anyone. He's like, don't tell me anything else. Don't tell me.
He's like, I don't want to know shit else. Get out of here.
And I was like, I've had it for a while now. He's like, stop telling me.
He's like, I said, don't tell me anything else. Like,
and I was like, you don't want to know? I was like, you don't know how long it's been? He's like, no. He's like, you don't want to see it? He's like, no. I was like, you don't even want to know where he is? He's like, no, don't tell me anything. And then I was like, oh. And he's like, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. And then he started talking about something else. Like,
he just completely changed the topic. Oh my god, that's funny.
He was like, nope. Because a little backstory. I've had a tattoo for, it's been 3 years? And my mom's like super against tattoos. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to say it. Like, I'll wait till like I move out. And like, then I'll be like, oh, look, I got a tattoo. But then like, then we're going on vacation and I don't know. I didn't want to keep it a secret anymore. Point is. So I ended up telling her. And she was like, what? How long have you had it? And she hit me like 3 times. Like, she tried it. It was so fun. Honestly, it was so funny. Because she tried to hit me where like the tattoo was. Because it's like on my sternum. And she tried to hit me there. And I like moved right away. And then again, she tried to hit me like in the back of my head. And I like dodged. And she tried. I think like my arm and I dodged. And I kept dodging them. I felt like a superhero.
You dodged all of them? Like...
Yes, it was amazing.
Well, have you seen those
And then
videos where it's like when you've memorized all of your mom's ass whooping combos?
And we were at Target, so she couldn't make a big deal about it because we were in public. And then she was like, because I just showed her the tattoo, I didn't tell her how long. She's like, how long? And I was like, for 3 years. And she's like, for 3 years. And that's when she tried to hit me on my arm, and I was like, and she's like, it's worse. Like, the tattoo's not even that bad. It's the fact that you didn't tell me for 3 years. And she was all like, ugh. And I was like, "Hi, Mom. It's okay. It's okay." Because she's literally like, she said so many times, like, no to tattoos, and like has like a very, very strong opinions about it. So I was like, I don't know why you told us these very strong opinions and then thought we weren't gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you thought we cared?
Like, we would tell you. No.
Oh.
Like, thought that it was like something easy to be like
it was a safe space to like.
Yeah. And she's like, your sister has them. I was like, she lives on her own. Like,
she's lived on her own
she moved
since
out.
She's had them. Like, Celeste moved out like fucking 2 months
it's
after
different.
graduating. Anyways.
Yeah. But anyways, and hold on. And she was like, all like, right? And eventually she's like, go get that. It was like something off the rack, and I went, and then that's when she got me. Because I wasn't looking, so I couldn't see the attacks coming. And she's like, can't believe you didn't tell me, like, on my shoulder. And I was like, ow.
She probably didn't even need the thing.
I was like, why are you hitting me, Mom? And she's like, I'm going to hit you. Or how did she say it? She's like, for every year that you, like, hadn't told me or something like that. Like,
that's not that much. Like, I would have gone by months.
Yeah. And then she was like, all upset. I was like, if it makes you feel better, I told you before, Big Oscar. She's like, it doesn't make me feel better. She's like, the only thing, actually. And then she looked at me like, actually. And so she wanted to test our dad. She's like, because it's a very common thing that we say in our house, like, Big O always tells. Like, don't tell your secrets to Big Oscar because he always tells our mom, right? But she's like, but with this, I don't think, like, there's certain things that he won't tell.
He doesn't always tell. I don't think he always tells, but he says it, but I don't think he does.
No, I think it's like with more serious stuff, like, he won't tell. But like, if it's like an embarrassing story that you don't want anyone to know, and he was there with you for it, he's gonna tell. Like, he's gonna tell 100%, you know. And so she was like, tell Big Oscar, but tell him that I don't know, and I want to see if he tells me or not. That's the only way I'll forgive you. And I was like,
how? What the fuck? If he tells you,
like,
if he tells her, she'll forgive you?
No. If I tell Big O, hey, I got it. Like, if I go through with her plans, because she's like, I know it's crazy. Because usually our mom comes up with like crazy schemes, and we're like, nah, that's crazy. And so she was like,
yeah, she loves plans of like, all right, we're gonna do it like this, and then you're gonna do
like
that,
pranks.
and then this is gonna happen.
Yeah. When I say crazy schemes, I mean like pranks, like stuff like that, like not actually like crazy, like we're gonna rob a bank, you know. But and so I was like, oh, easy peasy, like, yeah, I'll tell him. And so I told them, but
you're like, I'm not worried about telling him.
I feel like
not nearly as much as Mom, though.
Yeah, no, I feel like he very much is this. I feel like it's more so Big Oscar won't give me like so much like shit about it, I guess. But he'll keep bringing it up, and Mom give me shit about it. You know what I mean? He like fans the flames, you know, by bringing it up. But anyways, and so I was like, you don't think he'll tell you? And she was like, no. And I was like, I think he would, or I don't know. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, oh no, I don't know. And so we're not gonna tell him. Like, I had this conversation. It was last night.
You told Big O.
No. It was Friday night. Mom. Yeah, and I haven't told him that. Hey, actually, I did, and I haven't told Mom that I already told Big O.
That you already told Big O.
So we're just waiting until this podcast posts, and then they'll both find out when they watch it.
Oh, so you're ruining the plan because Mom wants to see if you'll tell her at all. You know what
I
mean?
Exactly. Yeah. No, but that's why I'm saying, like, by the time that this posts, it's already going to be, like, what, a week?
That's not that much time. But anyways,
it
was hilarious. Because I caught Sofia.
I don't think he's going to tell her. I don't think he's going to tell her.
No, why would he tell her?
Because, like, it was so funny. It was like I told him I murdered someone. And he's like, don't tell me anything else. Like, he was like, I won't.
No, he's not going to tell her. He's not going to tell her. No way. Because in his head, it'll be like, what good is telling mom gonna do for mom and for you? You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing to gain on either side of it. Mom would just be pissed and hurt, and then you would just be like, you told her.
Getting yelled at.
You know what I mean? Like, there's just literally nothing to gain on either end of it, so I don't think he'll tell her at all. But anyways, I caught Sofia because she's a loser. So she
like,
got
immediately.
the tattoo. She got the tattoo, and within like, I caught her within like 3 days, because we were in her room. Oh no, we weren't. Well, we were in her old room, not that room.
My old room.
We were there. I don't even remember what the fuck you were wearing. What were you wearing? So she has the tattoo.
I was just
down here.
I sleep in like
right?
I sleep in like a baggy shirt and like shorts. So I was wearing that. But I'll do this thing with the shirt. Like, I'll like play with it. Like, and I'll go like this. Like on the bottom of it. I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing. But like, I'll just go like that. And like the shirt.
Was it there. That? Is that what happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, anyways. We were in there because we were making videos because we were like in the middle of all the TikTok shit, right? And then she did that shit.
Up. Yeah.
And I literally, all I saw was the smallest singular dot. Like just, boop. Not right there. But like on her stomach down here. The smallest, tiniest little like just, boop. And I was like, Sofia does not have black skin. Like, and I was like, that was too perfect to be a mole.
It could have been a mole. Oh.
Nah, I was like, that wasn't a mole. And then it kind of clicked in my head that she had been acting weird. And I was like, and then I just knew. And then when I think she saw on my face that I was like putting it together.
When he found out, yeah.
And then on her face, she was like,
oh shit.
And then when I saw her do like that, I was like, yeah, I caught you. And then I fucking whisper, I was like, do you have a fucking tattoo? And she was like, what the fuck? She got all pissed.
It was like 2 days after I got it. Like,
she got all pissed. She was like, fuck. And I was like, you fucking idiot, bro.
It's because the thing is,
I didn't even fucking lecture her, nothing. I was just like,
you did it.
What are you doing? Right? But it's because you guys don't know. Like, there's more context to it and everything. But anyways. And then she was like,
I was funny because we had.
I was like,
I don't know if you remember.
Hold on, let me finish telling my side of it because we keep getting.
Okay. Yeah.
I caught her and I was like, do you have a tattoo? And she was like, fuck, what the fuck? She was just like all mad. And then I didn't even lecture her or nothing because like I didn't think she would. I didn't think it would help. Right? I don't think Sofia listens to me when it comes to like scolding and shit. Anyways, and then I was like, when the fuck did you get that? And she was like, I just got it like 2 days ago. And I was like, fucking loser.
Yes. Anyways. The thing is, well, first of all, mom was very sad, or not sad, or she was offended, I guess is the word. Yeah, she was very offended that I hadn't told her. But the thing is, I wasn't gonna tell anyone. Like, literally anyone. I didn't tell Oscar. I didn't tell Celeste. Clearly, I didn't tell my parents. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't going to tell anyone. But then this fucker found out. And I was like, God damn it. He found out. Now I have to tell Celeste. Because I can't have one sibling knowing without the other.
That was whack. That was fucking whack. If Celeste found out, if Celeste caught you, I don't think you would have told me in just like a, well, one of them knows.
I wouldn't have told you? No, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, no.
But let me tell you why.
See? So it's not equality.
Let me tell you why.
You're fucking full of shit.
Sorry, I like Celeste better than you. I don't fucking know. But anyways. No, because it was so funny. Because like before, like a couple of weeks before I had gotten the tattoo, we were literally talking about how, like, I was like, what if I just get one? Like, and then he was like, no, like, you're so stupid. Like, mom's gonna be very like upset. She's gonna yell. She's gonna like, just like,
I was just like, I don't think it's gonna help.
He was like, it's not worth it. Yeah, he was like, it's not worth it, right? And I was like, oh, and I was like, oh. And so he's like, it's just like a stupid idea. Like, he was very, very, very much against it, right? And he was like, and he had told me, the words literally came from your mouth, Oscar, which is why I wouldn't have told you. He was like, if you get one, don't tell me. You literally told me.
Yeah, that's true.
You literally told me. He was like,
or that is the type of thing I would say.
Me. And I was like, okay. So yeah, if Celeste found out, I wouldn't have told you. Oscar took more of a mindset of like, it's not going to help anything. Celeste has more of a mindset of like, you're already like an adult. Oh. You're already an adult. yeah, she's gonna be upset, but like, it's your own body type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, just different.
It's not even so much of like having a tattoo. To me,
No. And I'm not
like,
saying
it's not the decision; it's how you arrive to it that I'm concerned with. Where in my head, it's like,
but the funny
impulsive because I feel like it. Why not? Is not good reasoning for making those kinds of decisions. You know what I mean? Like that was more of where I was.
Yeah.
But anyways.
And the funny thing is, because that's where he was, right? I had gone with my friend. And we were talking about it, like, the night before, because I had worked at, like, a fast food restaurant, and we were talking about it the night before, and I was like, I don't even know. We were talking about it. He's like, why don't you just get one? I was like, nah, it's going to be, like, hard to hide. And he's like, why don't you get it, like on your like, thigh or something, like, where your hip. Yeah, I was like, no, because, like, when summer comes around, like, bathing suits aren't going to cover that. You know what I mean? And we usually, like, go swimming at least once every summer. Like,
you were undecided on what you were going to get and wear the night before?
Listen.
This is what I'm talking.
Like, I know, that's what I'm saying. Listen, he was like, and he was like, well, why don't you get one like on your stomach? And I was like, on my, like, what am I gonna get on my stomach? And I was like, actually, I could get a sternum, like one, which if you use, it's like on your breastbone,
people
like,
know
which is like
is.
right here. Okay, and I was like, I could. And then that's, like, it, like, unraveled. Because I already had ideas of what I wanted to get. It was just more so of, like, kind of where. You know what I mean? And then we went the next day. And then I got one. And then he got a matching one. Like, it's a sunflower. And he got a sunflower on his wrist.
Anywho. Yeah. I told Sofia, she was finally going to reveal it. And I was like, well, we're about to move to fucking California. So, like, just go. And then, like, 3 months later, be like, woohoo.
By the way.
Fucking California, tattoos, beaches, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it, whatever. We moved away. Have our jobs. Like, what are you gonna do? Nope. This motherfucker fucked it all up for no reason.
I gave us content. But anyways, so what you were saying, but the point of me telling you of, like, how it happened, because you were like, oh, like, I don't, like, it's impulsive and, like, this is not. I was like, yeah, it really was. Like,
yeah, I know.
Everything that I was worried about.
I knew, motherfucker. Valid. I know you. Anyways. That's it for today, guys.
But anyways, no, wait, real quick. It's good that he found out so soon, though, because, like, in my head, I was like, damn, like, I really need to be, like, more careful with this. Like, I have to be careful with, like, how I do it.
Clearly, I'm
and I was able to keep it hidden for 3 years. Mom's gonna get mad again watching this, but that's okay. I love you, Mom.
We talked a lot about Mom today, and I don't think she's gonna love all of it. But anyways, it'll be fine.
But we love you, Mom.
Even if you hate us.
Which we know you don't. You just might not like us. But anyways,
okay, bye.
That's it for today, guys. Bye.
No.
Like, comment, subscribe, and tell your mothers that you love her.
Boo.
Bye.